it's Melody Lane here. I have a lot of mats here. Now these blue mats were made for the U-Do machine, and they didn't come, some of them were actually pretty sticky when I got them, but then some of them weren't sticky at all. Like, I don't even think I used this one, and it's just awful. But then some of these, this one I used quite a bit. You see? It's got lots of cut marks on it. And these are just awful. Look how horrible that is. After I use these, I do use a baby wipe to clean them off. So I'm going to clean these. I'm going to spray this on it. And it's called Awesome, and you can get it at the Dollar Tree or like Dollar General stores. So I'm going to spray that on them and rub them around with this, and then I'm going to take them to the sink and rinse them. Then I'm going to put painter's tape around all the edges and put spray adhesive on these. And I'm going to use 3 different kinds of spray adhesive so we can find out which ones work best. Okay? So let's take this awfully dirty one. You can also clean it with Goo Gone, or I think there's one called Goo Be Gone. But this takes grease, this takes stains out of your clothes. It like cleans everything. It's only $1. I'm going to use my Cricut scraper. My goal is to make this look like brand new. I don't know if that's going to be possible. Sometimes just cleaning these will bring the sticky back, but you have to wait till it dries. I'm back. I have cleaned them all. This one, I'm not sure which ones are which that I've showed you before, but this one and this one that I thought were just like completely not sticky. I tried to wipe them with baby wipes, and just to let you know, I use baby wipes on these to clean off the paper and lint and stuff, and then it makes them re-sticky. But then you can only do that so many times. And I thought it's been too many times for these. That's why I was going to restick them. Well, on these two, I use this Awesome. It's called Awesome from the Dollar Tree, and I've seen it in other stores too. But it's only $1 in the Dollar Tree. I let it sit on there and I scraped it with this. You can scrape it with an old credit card or a spatula or anything that will kind of scrape it off. And these have totally become re-sticky. These are like brand new mats. They are like almost too sticky. They are like really sticky, and all I did was put this on them. I did not spray any stickiness on there, and the stickiness totally came back. Okay, so these were really good mats. It came off these really easy, the blue ones, because I think it didn't have much on them to start with. Like this one barely had any. I only used it a few times, and the stickiness is just gone. But these are the ones I bought for like $1.99 from Cricut.com for 2 packages of them. So I don't consider it a loss because I can restick them. And it wasn't very hard to take the stickiness off. And I still have this one. This was as clean as I could get it. But considering how dirty it was, it's not too bad. And it has a tiny bit of sticky. I could not get it clean like I did the blue ones. And I really, really tried. Like I cleaned these and cleaned these. I used dish soap and hot water. This was a really good mat to start with. The stickiness is so good. I also seen videos where they use brake cleaner. Well, I used that before, and it instantly took all the paint off the mat, and the measuring system was gone. You could see through the mat. It totally took everything off, so I'm not doing that again. Most of those I have put the painter's tape. You could use washi tape. You could use Scotch tape, anything to put around the edges where you do not want adhesive, because adhesive on these edges will gum up the machine. And some people say you don't want to do this before your machine loses its warranty, because by using a different mat or altering your mat, your 1-year warranty on your machine is void. Well, I've had mine over a year, and I don't think this is going to hurt my machine, and how would they know anyway? Well, unless they watch this video. But I'm not, my warranty's over. Okay, now I'm going to write the names of each of these on this tape, so I know which ones I use, so I know which ones work best. Okay, and they all say for repositionable to put just a light coat on. Just one coat and a light coat. So that's all I'm going to do, and I'll be back in a minute. I've been saving this big box just for what I'm doing and for spray paint or any projects. So here's a mat. I wrote quilt on it, and I'm going to use my quilt basting spray. And you have to read the directions. It says shake. So shake it up. Shake it up, baby. Shake it up. What else does it say? It says shake for full 2 minutes. I'm not very good at shaking for 2 minutes. They all say hold can 8 to 10 inches away. When you're done spraying, you have to put the can upside down and spray so it all shoots out and it doesn't get stuck in there and you won't be able to use it again. And the reason I'm trying this too is because it says it will not gum the needle like when you're sewing. So I figure this won't gum up the blade in the Cricut. Okay, so I'm not going to shake for 2 full minutes. Just do even. Done with that one. I can't even see it on there, so I'm not sure. And I'm going to lay these flat to dry so they don't get drips or anything. And then I also have this one labeled quilt. So I'm going to take these in the other room, let them dry, and get the other ones. And I will show you when we're all done, when it's dry. It's been a few hours, and I did spray each one of these twice because I felt like the first coat was too light and it didn't give enough tackiness. And I have a decision. I've used this Duro on this one. Can you see it? It's not shiny at all like the Cricut mats are. Normally, after I cut paper with these, I can usually like wipe them with this. And I think this does, it just makes a mess out of it. It doesn't even work. This is the Duro one. I don't like it at all. It's not shiny like the mat used to be. Not that shininess matters, but here's the stickiness after 2 coats. I don't think this will work. Maybe it's not made for that. Okay, then we have this Loctite, and it does say it's repositionable, but it says it dries permanent. And I don't like this one either. This one isn't too bad. But I don't like it. It's also not shiny. It doesn't wipe nice with the baby wipe. Then I have the quilt basting spray. Now this is shiny. See? Can you tell it's shiny? Like the other one? And this one sticks very nicely. This stuck pretty good with just 1 coat, but not this well. Now sometimes they can stick too good. You don't want them to stick too good. but if they do, you can just condition it like this. So I'm choosing the quilt basting spray. Now there are different kinds, Aleene's Tack It All or something. There are different kinds of glue that people put on, but I like the spray glue, not the liquid glue. Zig two-way glue pen, the big thick pen, that works awesome too. But I like the spray one. I think the quilt basting spray works the best. And before this video is uploaded, I will try it and I'll let you know how it works. This mat was used quite a bit, as you can tell, and this does a great job. So, if you're looking for a spray adhesive, I bought this at Joann's. Okay guys, this is much later, and I just want you to know that I've come to the conclusion I like the Zig two-way pen better. So I'm gonna. This is my old one. This is really old. It really lasts a long time. This is what it looks like. This is what a brand new one looks like. This I just purchased recently at Hobby Lobby. I used a coupon on it, 40% off. And as you can see, this tip is white and this one is blue. Because when you first open it, this one was also white. Now this one is kind of a mess. It is leaking. It's like really old. Go ahead and let it leak on there. When you first get this, you have to press down on the tip and hold it down until this turns blue, because all the glue is inside here and the glue is blue, and that's what you see. Okay. And how I do my mats is I just kind of go, I push down just a little bit. You don't want to get any of it on the green. And I go just one slice down in the middle of each inch. You don't really have to press down. You might have to press down to get the glue going, but then after that you don't. And then I do the whole mat that one way, and then I go and do it sideways. Just in the middle of each inch. Now the corners of the inches might not be totally covered, but unless you're putting tiny, tiny pieces of paper in those inches, it's not going to matter. The whole entire mat does not have to be covered. So you can actually do this pretty quickly. Okay? There. Almost done with the entire mat. There. We're done. Now, you do have to let this dry, and one person said they don't like this because they have to let it dry for 24 hours. Not once have I ever let it dry for 24 hours when I used this. I wait until the glue is dry. Once it's dry, you can use it. The thicker you put it on, the wetter it is and the longer it's going to take to dry. But it might take a few hours to dry. But then once that's dry, it's good to use. So here's what it looks like in the store. It really lasts a long time. You don't have to, like, I'm not going to have to re-glue this mat for a long time. The stickiness stays for a long time. And you can clean off your mat with a baby wipe and everything just like before. Velcro on them. These are the Velcro dots I use. I get them at Joann's for 50% off. Sometimes when they aren't stocked up on them. So what I do is I stick the two dots together, and they both have sticky on each side. Stick it one to the cartridge, then I set the cartridge in, push down, and then that's where it goes there too. So I can fit 20 in the box. So here with zebra contact paper. And then to fit more in the box, just cut this out of foam board